What I love about the OTT conference, and it's my first OTT conference, is that it brings together not only think tanks from all around the globe, and this time from Africa also especially, but also that gives the opportunity to development partners and others to connect, to think about how to collaborate better and bring forward the space. So we don't only talk about the what of think tanks, what topics they work on, but rather how they can work and how they can work better to influence policy in a meaningful manner.
I'm very happy to say that I have been associated with On Think Tanks, I think about 9 years back. This is my 9th conference. To me, think tanks became a go-to organization, especially in my role as a communication and policy engagement specialist in the think tanks that I was associated with. And I think it became like an encyclopedia to go back, to get in touch with Enrique.
We met with such a diverse group of individuals, think tank representatives, people from the private sector as well as public sector institutions, who really showed us how common the issues are that we face and the power of partnerships to be able to bring together various individuals and work towards a common goal.
The entire conference premise has been just fabulous. And I think over the last 5 years, the OTT conference has just continued to expand, having all the key players in the think tank sector, the policy sector, to be able to unite and be in the same venue to co-create, to discuss, to network, and to look at all the ways in which we can advance the sector.
I feel hopeful at the end of the conference, despite some of the pessimistic conversations. It was very valuable.
One thing I appreciated about the way that the conference was structured was the unconference session, because if it wasn't for the unconference session, then we wouldn't have been able to have a discussion about the experiences of young people in think tanks. And to my mind, while there were very many excellent parallel sessions and keynote speakers, the session that I enjoyed the most in terms of connecting with other people was the unconference session where we engaged with other young people.
The conference I really enjoyed and I was inspired a lot. First, because some of the issues or challenges we are facing with, I found that they are not personal to our organization rather than the challenges of the community.
Was having sort of interesting reflections on whether it was Mavis or Sandy or others speaking about parallel experiences in Africa that I experienced both in Australia, where I'm from, and Malaysia, where I work. So just incredibly eerie how we have exactly the same problems.
I particularly appreciated the session yesterday where we had the chance to bring very candid conversations to the funders, and today the opportunity to sing along and have interesting insights about what some controversial topics on evidence would be raised.
The coalitions are going to be crucial here, both for survival, for transformation, but also to keep the ideas alive. Governments come and go, leaders of institutions come and go, but I mean, think tanks are the sanctuary, the safe haven for ideas. So we're very committed to trying to work more regularly with you.
Sense of community, of we are think tankers, we should be there to support each other in our work, especially in an increasingly difficult world where even things like evidence-based policymaking are increasingly seen as negative things in certain political spaces, right? So it's nice to have that community of professionals with a shared vision.
We are think tanks, so I hope we can do more thought experience and share it together next year, next year, so we can. And so I just suggest you to be more audacious, bold, and creative in thinking how we are going to contribute to make the people's life better.